Hello, my name is Alan Hackler from Bay Maples Wild California Gardens, and I'm very excited to show you one of our recent installations. We're here in Carmel, California, and let's go check out what we did. One of the goals of the project was to eliminate a large section of concrete that was here at the site. The front yard was previously about 50% concrete, about 50% kind of dying, water-consuming lawn. So what we decided to do was not just remove the concrete, but come up with a really fun way to reuse it. And what we did was we used a concrete saw to cut these drive strips so the cars can still drive on them. And then we applied an epoxy finish to the gravel to allow for some permeability of stormwater through the surface, but don't have to deal with the rocks moving around and making a big mess every time you walk on it. Here you can see where we took the cut concrete from the driveway and we reused those pieces for stepping stones to the garden. And this is a fun example of how you can take a reused material, utilize something local, and repurpose it for something really fun in the garden. One of the goals of this project was not only conserve water usage, but to cut down on stormwater runoff. And one of the creative ways we did that was to install these 3 swales you see in the front yard. And they collect the water from the downspouts and percolate the water on site versus allowing that water to flow into the gutters. We're here on the side of the house in a not very used area of the property, and we thought this would be a really great location for a fruit tree orchard. We have 8 fruit trees here. Our goal is to keep the trees pruned into a dwarf size. That way you can maximize a variety of species in a smaller area and also have a larger harvesting period. A signature Bay Maples feature, Core 10 steel. In this scenario, we got to build these 3x6 planter beds on the side of the property. Really filled in this small, skinny section garden. Worked out really well. Let's go see what's going on in the backyard. So here we are in the backyard, and we're outside Chris and Jeff's bedroom. And what we did here was have this water feature located just outside the French doors. So as you walk out, you can see the water feature here. You can have the doors open, you can hear it from your bed. It's a really nice central location to be able to enjoy this water feature. And on this side of the pathway, we have our gray water system. So every time after the laundry machine does a load of laundry, it sends the water out into the section of the garden where it irrigates a section of blueberries and some raspberries. So in this section of the backyard, we wanted to have the front backyards have some symmetry to each other. So we installed some more Core 10 raised beds. And we also have some more sections of cut concrete. So similar to the front yard, there is a big section of concrete in this area as well. And so we used the concrete saws to cut these up and made some matching steps in the front backyard.
Well, this is the finished product, and it just exceeds what we were expecting by so many ways. I mean, we are thrilled with it. I think the thing that surprised me the most is how much artistry went into the swales. And when you look at the swales, it's like they don't just have rocks that were purchased, but it also has some of the objects that we had left over in our yard, whether it was bricks or some broken pots. And it adds to the whole story for me about how much recycling went into all of this. The crew was wonderfully tolerant of all the questions I had, and it was a lot of work watching them do all the grinding and all the steps and coming out and asking questions all the time. Every one of the crew members were just wonderful to talk to and very informative, and it was such an amazing experience to watch how much work they had to do. So we could not be more pleased with what we got. It was beyond anything I could have imagined. It's just thrilling. It's just amazing.
Thanks for coming on this tour of our recent installation. We really enjoyed showing you around. If you'd like to see more of what we do, you can follow us at baymaples.com. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and we would love to help you with your garden project.